what? When I saw this flower, I was like, yeah, this nature is such a beautiful place. I mean, we have sun, moon, we have these flowers, its colors, every stem, it's so pretty. That means this flower has its own uniqueness. And in the same way, we all have our uniqueness. So in this session, I would help you to know how you can use this uniqueness in the corporate world. So before starting the event, let's have a quick pop quiz. I'm going to tell you a few slogans and taglines which are related to companies, and you need to guess कि वो taglines कौन सी companies की है. So shall we start? Ready?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Please
okay.
Proceed.
So, nice. Just do it.
Nike.
Whoa, great. I am loving it.
McDonald's.
Oh, again, great. Make the first move. Make the first move. Youngsters, yaar, come on.
Ma'am, Adidas. Make
the first move. Bumble.
Oh, sorry.
It's happened. Think different. This is the last one. Think different. All the iPhone users, yaar. Apple. Apple, yes. Great. So now, you know what? These all are big brands, but still they have their brand ambassadors. सबके brand ambassadors हैं. आपको पता है क्यों? Gucci, it's a huge brand. Still उसकी brand ambassador is Alia Bhatt. पता है क्यों? क्योंकि we as human are the people who can connect in a way better form. We are the one who make brands. We are the one who come and sell products, okay? So we human have that tendency to be in the market, have an emotional connect, make the customers attracted towards us, and that's all. So why not we ourselves create a brand for our own self? Right? So if I ask from the audience, we already have a brand, okay? We all have a brand. We are having a brand. चाहे आपको अच्छा लगे नहीं लगे, हमारा सबका brand है. When we're not in the room, everyone knows that okay, this person is this, and some of the other gossip are going on. ठीक है, अच्छी बुरी चलती है. So we all have a brand. So let's start with you all. When I say what is your brand, what are the words that comes to your mind for yourself? Anyone? Mandeep, Shriyanshi, Abhishek, Arpita.
Coke, Pepsi, Coke.
Okay. No, I'm asking what would you describe yourself as? Okay. Your brand. Yeah.
Should mingle up with everyone.
Kind, helpful.
Sense of humor.
Amazing.
Spreading positive vibes.
Amazing. Anyone else?
I can say about mine is that Coke means cool.
Oh, that is amazing. You link the brand and yourself. Huh? Nice. Anyone else?
Sometimes,
yeah.
Sometimes like be a foodie in a group.
Okay, that is cool. I am the one who's very foodie. मुझे हर एक घंटे में खाना चाहिए होता है वैसे. So moving ahead, why is personal brand important? Okay, we see when I talk about having a brand, when I talk about personal branding, it's about when people know you. People know what exactly this person is inside out, which includes your technical skills, your behavioral skills, your interpersonal skills. That's what brand is. चाहे आप करियर के बिल्कुल स्टार्ट में हो, चाहे आप कहीं बहुत अच्छे पोजीशन पे हो, या आपको एक नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना हो, आपको उसके लिए अपना पर्सनल ब्रांड होना बहुत जरूरी है. बाय. अब लोग पूछेंगे अगर मेरा ऑलरेडी मैं किसी अच्छे पोजीशन पे हूँ तो मुझे मेरा पर्सनल ब्रांड क्यों चाहिए, है ना? बट अगर आप एक पोजीशन पे हो और आपको ग्रो करना है तो आपका ब्रांड चाहिए ना. आप स्टैग्नेंट हो जाओगे अगर आपने अपने आप को अपस्किल करना बंद कर दिया, अगर आपने अपना ब्रांड क्रिएट करना बंद कर दिया, आप स्टैग्नेंट हो, राइट? सो दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग. If I talk about my brand, I know that when I'm not in the room, I am being said she is creative. I know she, when I'm not in the room, people can say कि she is impromptu. ये इसको दे दो स्टेज, ये ऐसे जाएगी. Although मैं, और मुझे पता है कि मैं अंदर से कितनी नर्वस होती हूँ उस टाइम. But that's how I created a brand. I'll tell you my story. So this started when I was in 6th standard. And since I talk a lot and I'm an extrovert, so my teacher said कि you gonna go on the stage and आप जाके एक speech देंगी सुबह morning thought. Morning thought is of only 2 minutes. और वो 2 minute were the worst for me. My hands were shivering and I was so bad at it that I was quiet and I was like, sorry. On the stage I mentioned, I can't do this. I came back and I just cried. The whole day I was crying and I decided कि इसके बाद मैं stage पे कभी नहीं जा रही, कभी भी नहीं जा रही. 6 years straight I did not go to stage. 12th standard again I got an opportunity to go on the stage and I was like कि ठीक है. My principal said कि if anchoring is gonna be there, you gonna do it. I was like, ma'am, आप गलत decision ले रहे हो. Ma'am कहती नहीं, you're going to do it. You are going to do it. मैंने कहा ठीक है, चलते, let's go. I went to the stage. And trust me, it was the best of it. After the event, everyone said, this is the anchor we're looking for. और मुझे भी नहीं पता था कि मैं इतनी अच्छी हूँ, but I loved it. I loved my performance. And that was the very first time when I loved my performance. उसके बाद, again, there was a gap and I did not do anything in college because I had fear and anxiety. So I did not do anything and I was all backstage, handling the backstage stuff. But whenever I used to see people on stage ना, तो मुझे ऐसा होता था कि यार वहां जाना है, यहाँ नहीं जाना है, यहाँ नहीं बैठना है, कुछ नहीं होने वाला यार. So though there used to be 2 voices, okay. One used to be here and say कि अंजनी तुझसे नहीं होगा, don't go, don't go. एक क्या, अरे जा रहे उधर, what are you doing? Why are you sitting here? Why are you wasting time? One used to be like, no bro, you cannot do this. You have stage fear. You will mess it up. One used to say, you will mess it up now, but you will go on stage, go. And I decided I am going on stage. MBA first year, I decided that I'm not going to sit in my classrooms. I'm going to be on stage, and I did that. मेरा anchoring, in the very first week I was in the core anchoring team, and I know that was a very small achievement, but that was the first step. उसके बाद I messed up. उसके बाद I have, उसके बाद I've been like I know I have stammered there, but I was happy in what I was doing. I learned. And then only thing I had to do was to create a brand, because I know that I'm going to pursue my business or my career in public speaking, in corporate training. So I know I have to be on stage. So that's how I created. That was the journey which brought me to public speaking. And as Abhishek said, I'm not a motivation speaker, but yes, I do talk what I think. So I'm here. Okay. So I'm not going to waste more of your time. And I'm going to tell you 3 important things for having a personal brand. Okay. These 3 things, आप लोगों ने पहले भी सुनी होंगी. I'm again repeating it. But these 3 things are the only essentials for it. First, have your uniqueness. Know what you're good at. Some might be good at dancing. Some might be good at rapport building. Some might be good at just conversation. Find what you're good at. Some might be good at writing. I am bad with academics. Okay, I cannot say कि मैं topper बनूंगी, कभी भी नहीं, मैं बहुत खराब. But some might be good at academics, right? Know your strength. For some time, forget your weakness and focus on what you can do and what you are able to do. Having only the confidence to speak in front of someone is a strength. Work on it. Second, start expressing yourself. Whatever you know, go and start speaking about it. लोगों को बताओ कि हाँ मुझे ये आता है, मैं ये चीज में तुम्हारी वैल्यू एडिशन कर सकता हूँ. I can write script. I am a content writer. I'll tell you that, hi, I can do this. I'm not going to sit back and tell कि मुझसे नहीं होगा, होगा, करूंगी. Express whatever you know. If you know how to do stand-up comedy, go out with your friends and ऐसे ही normal हंसाने लगो यार. But express it between people, be it your family, friends, work life. Go. You don't have to be a serious person and like नहीं मैं तो नहीं कर सकता हूँ. Go out and say what you know. Because लोगों को तो वो भी नहीं आता है ना. Everyone is trying to find out their self, and you know what you know. So why to just sit there and be like कि क्या कर सकते हैं? करते हैं ना. And third most important self, reinvest. Whatever you learn, howsoever you learn, reinvest in yourself. Just आप चाहे उसको मॉनेटरी टर्म्स में ले रहे हो या फिर आप उसको नॉन मॉनेटरी टर्म्स में ले रहे हो, start reinvesting it in yourself. Start, if I know that I'm a public speaker, I know that I have to reinvest. I know that daily I have to learn new techniques. I know that or be public speakers. I know I cannot outwork them. I cannot let them outwork me. I know कि अगर मैं 10 लोगों के बीच में हूँ तो उनमें से 10 में से एक मैं हूँ अच्छी. उसको healthy competition कहते हैं. But healthy competition is a must because you need to have your own place in the market. If you need to have your own place in the market, you have to be loud about it. No one is gonna come and say, ki, "Hi, Anjani, do you know this thing? Can we have that?" No. Okay. So 3 things: know your strength, know your uniqueness. As this flower has it, we all have it. Know it, what it is. Sit with your friends, अपने parents को. I'll tell you, I used to sit with my father and mother and I used to say, मैं अच्छी किसमें हूँ यार? So they used to tell me, बेटा तू बात बहुत अच्छी करती है. You talk very good. I was like, ठीक है, I'm going to make it my career then. Let's do it. And they were like, yeah, go ahead. Sit with your parents, sit with your friends, sit with your critic and be like, what am I good in? And start doing it. Second, express yourself as much as you can. Speak up for yourself. Your voice is the only important thing that you have. Speak up for yourself. Third, reinvest. Learn. Never stop learning. Learn from anyone, anywhere you can. Okay. So this is what a basic thing is about personal branding and how you can build it, how I build it. Now it's going to be an open interaction. If anyone had any queries, any questions, so we can go up because I know it's already 6 and we don't have to go and lecture here. So we can have an open interaction. Anyone, any question, I'm up for it. Or any experience if you have, I'm up for it. Or anything you want to know from me. Yeah, Mansa.
Yeah, as you said, regarding this personal branding, we're supposed to give we should giving this pros and cons of a person. Is it good to give for the public, or sometimes people may really play with our emotions by knowing the pros and cons of every person, because we doesn't know what based on personal things or based on the characteristics, keeping all the things aside and coming out with very confidently. But some other people on the back door, they may play really with our emotions, right? So off screen, we couldn't say to anyone that what we are going through. So is it really good to expose our pros and cons to other persons, especially while coming to the personal branding?
So it's good to introduce, make them know your pros, not cons. You cannot tell them your weaknesses. And why do you have to tell your weaknesses? I know, see, I'll tell you, you are going to, you're going to tell your strength to people. They're going to find your weaknesses in that also. They're going to make sure you felt so down that they're going to come up. But then you have to be so confident about yourself that no other person is in the picture in the room that make you feel uncomfortable. Right?
Yes.
I'll tell you something, okay? So I am a person who is an extrovert and I talk and I have a good talking, like I love to talk to people. when I'm in the room, people are like, nice, very nice. I do not know what they talk behind me. And I don't want to know. Because
Exactly.
that's not going to be beneficial for me.
Yeah.
Yes, it has affected me in some point of time, but then I learned gradually that there's nothing of use. Why to put it yourself? And when you step out of your room, your bedroom, you should be so confident in you, so confident in yourself कि no other person know what's going on. आप अपने रूम में रो लो, पिट लो, नाच लो, गा लो, पर आप जब रूम से बाहर आए ना, तो
Yes.
सबको लगना चाहिए ये तो she is someone I want to adore.
Yeah, but back the road, somewhat it psychologically affects on our mental health like anything.
It does. Absolutely. I'll tell you, it बहुत गंदा effect करता है. But you
Yes.
know what? After some point of time, you would start realizing कि कुछ काम का ही नहीं है. I am 23 and I tell you, initial days of MBAs, they were very horrible to me. I used to मैं इतना रोती थी रूम में आके कि यार क्या है ये? But then I realized कि किसी काम का ही नहीं है. They're not with me today. Whatever I am doing in my life, they're not today. People who have to be there are there. They're not there. So let them go.
Yes.
And in fact, take it as an opportunity कि whatever that person or those set of people made you feel, you gotta come up and make them sure that, hey, I'm not that what you thought.
Exactly. But for
Yeah.
few people, like, people having good enough maturity and with ground levels and etiquettes, they will know the line of these categories and all. We may met many kind of people and variations, like, people who came out from the zoo and roaming in front of us, around us. So it's very tricky thing to handle them. So in your personal experience, if you go through these kind of persons, what kind of breakthrough you'll take? Like, you'll do meditation or you'll read books? What kind of approach you go for?
I'll tell you something that ये जो हम बोलते हैं कि meditation or walk, this is something written, which is beneficial. Okay, this is very beneficial. But जब ये चीज हम face कर, let's be very real. When these things actually happen, you're not understanding कि उस time पे क्या हो रहा है. So what I do is either I call a friend.
Okay.
And I ran in front of that person कि यार ये हो रहा है, 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 मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या करना है, don't answer, and I rant badly.
Okay.
Or sometimes I just go for a walk with my music on.
Yeah.
I let the thoughts come in. I'm like, आने दे, कितना खराब thoughts आएगा, आने दे, आने दे, आने दे. Then I pause, stop it here. And then I collect, can I do anything about this? If yes, I do. And if I cannot do anything about this, I let it go. And I'll tell you something. People are always gonna come and say you that you are not up to the mark. You need to stand for yourself and tell me that okay, I am not, but for me I am. Let me be me. Right?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Paras, Abhishek, Sanjay. Anyone else with any question or anything you want to know from me? Yeah.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah, sure.
How can someone build its own brand, personal brand, in like you can say that if he is working professional or if he is a businessman, so how can he make his own personal brand?
Like in the corporate world, right? So see, as I mentioned, you need to know what you're good at. You might be good at making presentations or you might be good at selling, but you might not be good at marketing. So you need to choose what you're good at, know your strength, start working on it. Start letting people know, okay, give them results, okay? It's very important to give them results. Give them results and let them know, okay, I'm good at it. That's the second point. And third, whatever you were seniors, your juniors, whatever you learn from them, start reinvesting and reabsorbing them. Okay. Read as many books, articles as you can. Go out to the market and talk. Do whatever you can, but start investing in yourself. And having a personal brand, if I talk about, it takes a lot of time. Okay. बहुत टाइम लगता है उसको क्रिएट करने में, बट इफ यू आर कंसिस्टेंट एंड डिसिप्लिन, it would take, for me it took 3 months for me to, actually, when people started knowing me. Abhi bhi still people don't know me, but they are growing. So you need to be very consistent and disciplined while doing it. Know your interest, dive into it, and start learning about it and presenting yourself in the market. Yeah. Did I answer your question well?
Yeah, okay, I just get it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? We still have half an hour.
Yeah, one question, may I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Before you are going to for your personal branding on any kind of product or any marketing product, so what kind of approach you may look for, like online things, what going on, or what is the pulse of the public? What kind of strategies you may look for before you getting into the personal branding? What kind of survey you will do?
Okay. So you're asking for personal brand for your own self, right? You mentioned product.
Yeah, anything.
Okay, it goes both way, right?
Yeah.
So see, when I talk about myself, I don't know what is the basic things, but I look what the customer. First thing is, what am I good at? Second thing is, I need to survey the market for sure. I need to sit with people, and surveying the market, you don't have to dive it and research. You can sit with your friends, family, and know what are their vibe, what are they liking the most in the market. Supposingly, आपका interest किस चीज में है? Anything.
Yeah.
Let's say, what is your interest area?
Mine, like cosmetics.
Absolutely great. So when I talk about cosmetics, you can sit with your friends, your family members, and have a normal conversation. And so, what kind of products do you use? What are the benefits from you get? Or what kind of things are you looking for in future? Right? Just know that what they want. Have a conversation, chit chat, and उनका vibe देखो किस चीज में है, so that you can connect with them. That's the second thing you are at. And उसके बाद you need to connect your specialty and the customer together to have a basic, center line of personal brand. Then you start posting content, bringing out value from those, as mentioned above, products. Right? So you need to combine two things.
Yeah. Okay, but nowadays coming to the cosmetics, usual people may look often for like aram se whenever we take this cream na by evening we're supposed to get that fairness, but certain things like it may takes little time, but coming to the baby powders and all, it may take 1 week 2 weeks, but later on without any side effects you may get this, but no one will have no patience to look after it. They may only look for the instant glow. So what kind of a tackle things you may opt for personal branding, and how you will divert those many persons apart from going to the many branded companies? How you cross all this cutthroat and stock market?
So when I talk about this thing, कि people need instant glow, absolutely they need instant glow. सबको चाहिए ना glow क्या? Everything is like we need everything very instantly, right? So that's upon you as a person, as a marketer, as a seller, that as a salesperson, that how do you approach people? What is your authenticity and trust that you have, that the people have in you? If I am buying a product from you, that is absolutely your duty कि आप मुझे convince कैसे करती हैं. अब अगर हम उस पे आते हैं कि आप मुझे convince कैसे करती हैं, पहली बात तो you should have a proper knowledge कि वो product कितने time में आपको क्या results देगा, कैसा है, क्या नहीं है. Second thing, you should know your customer well, that what are they looking for in the market, what कि वो क्या कहते हैं, उनको कैसा चाहिए, कैसा सामान चाहिए, and then you need to look yourself that how you need to convince it. Of course, उसके बाद भी बहुत customers convince नहीं होते. It has happened with me in past, but you need to have a constant credibility and conversation with that things take time. You need to convince that.
Exactly, it never work in 2 months 3 months.
You need to convince that. You are the power to convince that. And it takes time, obviously, but you have the power to convince that. No one else, and also the product has the power to convince that.
Okay.
So there is no other formula which I use, but that is somewhere like you are the one who can do anything for your customer. So make it happen, no?
Yes.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I?
Yeah.
And can you give some of example for personal brand?
Personal, okay.
Brand example. Can you give some example?
Why not we throw this question to the audience and have a conversation? हमारी audience बहुत time से बहुत शांत है. So ये personal, I have a lot of examples, but I want to know this from people. So any of you who knows, like, जो example, who are your role model? Let's say Sanjay sir, Mandeep ma'am, Ankita Kumari, anyone who are your role models? I want to know. Cheryl, anyone?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Ma'am, Virat Kohli.
Hitler.
Sorry?
Hitler.
Okay. Amazing. I can see the first person this time hearing this, and I want to know why, but we'll come to that later. Anyone else? No?
Ma'am, Virat
Hello,
Kohli.
ma'am. Can you just repeat the question?
Yeah. So I asked, so Abhishek asked me a question that he wants example of personal branding, like who have actually worked on personal branding. So I said, let's throw this question to the audience and ask, who are your role models? आपको किसको देख के लगता है कि this person has created a brand? ये इसके नाम में value है, दम है इसके नाम में. तो कौन है आपका? I wanted to know that.
Ma'am, let me tell you, I'll be a bit different. Normally, we say business people, we take them as role models.
Yeah.
But I would say that my role model, if you see it, it is the founder of International Society for Krishna Consciousness.
That's amazing.
ISKCON.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he is known as Prabhupada, and his full name is Abhay Charan De or A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Right, because what he has been able to do, I think very few would be able to do that.
True fact, बिल्कुल सही.
Mm.
See. Anyone else?
Yeah, madam. I have got a religious guru, Prem Rawat. He is World Ambassador of Peace.
अच्छा.
Prem Rawat.
जी बहुत अच्छी बात है. So अगर thank you sir. So अगर हम इसकी बात करें, so हम सब we all have people जिनको we look up, right? या फिर जिनको we know कि okay these are the people we gonna look up, और जिनको हम adore या admire करते हैं. So I have few people. I look up to Priyanka Chopra. I look up to Raj Shamani. I look up to my father. Abhishek looks up to someone else. Sir looks up to someone else. That's amazing. अब अगर हम असली में बात करें अभी के टाइम पे कि किसने पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग किया, सो आई लुक अप टू रणवीर अलाहाबादिया एंड राज शमानी. किसी को पता है दोनों के बारे में? रणवीर अलाहाबादिया इज द फाउंडर ऑफ बियर बाइसेप्स.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
Yeah.
He is the owner of Monk Entertainment.
एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. और राज शमानी उसके अपने पॉडकास्ट है, रिलेशनशिप्स, लाइफ, बिजनेस और इन सब पे. और जैसे अभी आप लोगों ने
Ma'am, I personally follow him.
Absolutely.
ma'am.
बहुत अच्छी बात है ये तो. So these are the people जिन्होंने बहुत स्क्रैच से अपना पर्सनल ब्रांड बनाया, और उन्होंने भी यही फॉर्मूलाज अप्लाई करे. दे नो कि उनकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, वो अपने उस पे काम करना चालू करें. जैसे सर ने मेंशन किया कि उन लोगों के रिलीजियस पार्ट पे, जैसे इस्कॉन के जो फाउंडर्स हैं या फिर और जो फाउंडर्स हैं, उनकी भी बहुत अच्छी बात है. उन्होंने हम लोगों को पीस सिखाया, नॉन वायलेंस सिखाया. सो दैट इज देयर पर्सनल ब्रांड, उन्होंने हम लोगों के मार्केट में क्रिएट करा, और हम लोगों को और आगे नॉलेज शेयरिंग करते रहते हैं, which is very nice.
And of course, heroines also need their personal branding.
Yeah, everyone needs. In fact, हमें अच्छा लगे ना लगे, हम सबका पर्सनल ब्रांड है.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So yeah. And I would say something that use social media for creating your personal brand. आप जितना भी कोशिश कर ले, आपको आपका अगर पर्सनल ब्रांड करना है, you have to come to the digital platform. क्यों? Because that's where the world is growing. आजकल आप छोटे से छोटा बच्चा देखिए, माय यंगर सिस्टर, ब्रदर, एवरीवन इज ऑन इंस्टाग्राम बिकॉज सब लोग उससे फैसिनेट हो रहे हैं. अगर इंस्टाग्राम नहीं तो व्हाट्सएप कह लेते हैं, या फिर हम लोग यू हैव टू कम ऑन टू द सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म बिजनेस. लेकिन आपको ये चूज करना है कि आपकी नीश क्या है. वन मोर एडिशन, ओके. अगर आप बिजनेस पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहे हैं, अब जैसे कि अगर आप इन्फ्लुएंसर बनना चाहते हैं, कंटेंट क्रिएटर बनना चाहते हैं, आप कौन से कंटेंट क्रिएटर बनना चाहते हैं वो बहुत डिफरेंट मैटर करता है. आई वांट टू बी अ कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनर. मुझे रिलेशनशिप, लाइफ, पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट, इनमें आगे जाना. सो आई वुड चूज लिंक्डइन एज माय कंटेंट क्रिएटर पेज. जिसको फैशन, ब्यूटी, इन सब में इंटरेस्ट है, they would prefer Instagram more. So you have to choose your social media platform and then start working on it. And initially you won't grow. Initially you're gonna be like 1 like, 2 like, 3 like, 4 like. But with time, if you post valid content, जो आपके लोग देखना चाहते हैं, if you start posting valid content, your page would grow slowly and steadily. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else, or we shall end the session? Abhishek. Abhishek, if we do not have any more questions.
Can I ask one more
Yeah,
question?
absolutely. I would love to answer.
Can you just tell me, nowadays it is difficult to make a professional brand?
Are you asking? No, absolutely not. It is not difficult. See, I'll tell you something. मैं ये फिर से रिपीट करी, हम सबको ऑलरेडी एक पर्सनल ब्रांड है, ठीक है. हम लोगों को क्या करना है कि हम लोगों को उसको एक डायरेक्शन देनी है. वी हैव टू बिल्ड अ पर्सनल ब्रांड. उसको एक डायरेक्शन देनी है, उसको सही ऑडियंस के पास लेके जाना है, उससे अपने आप को बेनिफिट देना है, लोगों को बेनिफिट देना. सबका पर्सनल ब्रांड ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड है. It's not difficult to create. आपको आपके ऑडियंस पता है, आपको आपकी यूनिकनेस पता है. You jump into the market and start creating content. Okay, it's not difficult. It's not at all difficult, and I think nothing is difficult. और आज के era में तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं, because we all have phones, we all have net, we can connect with anyone from anywhere, right? So nothing is difficult in today's world. Just difficult, मैं बताती हूँ कब होता है. Difficult is just to start. If you decide that you're going to start from today, everything is smooth. Yeah.
Okay, man. Got it.
Thank you. Anyone else? Or we can. Chat box, maybe. I don't think there are any questions, right? Yeah. So, shall we?
I think that now there is no question
Yeah.
is having. So yeah. So thank you, ma'am, and I just hope our audience learns many new things from this session. And once again, I would like to say thank you for joining us and share your experience with us. So at last, I would like to say, please open your camera for the snapshot so that we can have a photo session. Please open your camera for the snapshot.
Are you done?
Just wait for a while. There are some technical issue. I'm just fixing it.
Not an issue. Till that time, I'm actually glad to have an audience. बहुत ही ज़्यादा interactive था session. I loved it, and I hope that goes the same with you. So yeah, if any more further queries, my LinkedIn name Anjani Oja. You can find me on LinkedIn, and we can connect and we can grow together in the process. I can help you out with your LinkedIn and personal brand. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for being with us. And guys, please fill the feedback form which has been shared in the chat box.
Yes.
So I, Abhishek, signing off for the host. Thank you.
Thank you
You
so
all
much.
guys.
Have a good evening.
The feedback form has been shared in the chat box. Please fill this form ASAP. Guys, the feedback form has been shared in the chat box. Please fill this form.